That's where it tells us to go, right?
I have no idea. I guess so.
Sure looks like nothingness.
We walk down this for like forever.
At least we don't have to worry about traffic from the looks of it.
Alright, so what's up for today?
A lot of walking.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're checking out of our hotel in about 8 minutes or so,
Yeah.
as soon as we're done filming this. And then we're going to walk for hours and hours and hours to either a metro stop or the train station itself, depending on how crazy we feel.
The metro stop is about a 2-hour walk away. The train station is about 4.5, so...
But we've got about 7 hours to kill before we actually need to be at the train station.
For an overnight train to Luxor.
Yeah.
Which leaves at about 7:30. You have to be there by about 7-ish, so... Yeah, we'll see how far we get and we'll film some stuff along the way, because I think it'll be more of like, you know, the actual Cairo, not just the touristy Giza that we've been stuck in.
Some other stuff.
Yeah, so hope you enjoy it.
Got our waters. It's going to be about 40 degrees.
At least, yeah. Wish us luck. And if this is posted, then you know we must have survived.
Yeah.
And if not... We wanted to give a little bit of context to this video because there's a lot of kind of disjointed clips and maybe it doesn't really make sense or fully express what it is that we were experiencing during this day where we walked from Giza all the way to the Giza Metro. The walk took about, well, it's supposed to take about 2.5 hours. It probably took us closer to 4, right? Something like that. We walked using Maps.me all the way to Giza Station because we had something like 7 hours to burn before our overnight train all the way to Luxor. It started out pretty normal in these back streets in Giza, and then it took a very sudden turn. Thank you. This is where I break for a second.
Yeah.
Maybe by this post from less than 6 minutes. Oh. We held up the lens cap wasn't on. Rookie mistake.
These things happen.
So I don't even think we're halfway yet, but interesting back streets, eh?
Yeah.
I don't regret it.
I wish I had filmed more, but there's so many people and cars and things. I just didn't want to, you know, make anyone uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Shoving the camera in the face.
Well, we'll see how the next part goes. Maybe we'll get some more.
My back is just drenched in sweat.
But for now, let's replenish that sweat with water. All right.
Yeah, we walked by some construction and then roads just basically disappeared. And those dirt paths into somewhere between like farm area and landfill area. That's where it tells us to go, right?
I have no idea. I guess so.
Sure looks like nothingness.
You have to walk down this for like forever.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah.
At least we don't have to worry about traffic from the looks of it.
Yeah, except for bulldozers.
Yeah.
Some goats over there.
Interesting.
All along this little river that we walked down for at least a few hours, there was just garbage everywhere. And I had read about this place in Cairo where people, their occupation was to sort through waste. And apparently Cairo has a very, very efficient garbage recycling system. Super efficient, because this community of people, they take the trash, they sort it, and they have a great recycling rate. But a couple of years ago, apparently the government took away the contract from these people. After a lot of outrage, they reinstated this
program.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant
What? The flowers. I think we walked straight through the center of one of these communities because there was garbage everywhere. Just like we walked by a pile of old, what seemed like rickshaws or like tuk-tuks and piles of just old sorted items everywhere. Yep. And we didn't really feel comfortable filming because it didn't feel safe at all. Although I'm sure it was probably all right because tourists just don't go through areas like this. Apparently.
14 kilometers per hour?
Yeah.
That's the walking speed.
I don't know if that's sensical or if Maps.me is overheating in my 46-degree pocket. One of them things. But
no clue. We are actually standing still.
This is the bit of Cairo I've never seen before
in
anybody's video. Oh. People kept looking at us like what are these people doing here? There was one point where we were walking down the wrong side of the waterway, and I genuinely felt very unsafe. We were walking up towards a group of people, and we obviously don't understand what they were saying. And it just felt unsafe. Thankfully, one of them told us that we needed to turn around and go back to the other side.
Which is funny, because I think one of them was telling us, like, yeah, go that way as, like, a joke.
Yeah.
And then someone else was like, no.
That feeling of unease never really changed. There was just a lot of unused, abandoned buildings, and...
Yeah. Now, whether we actually were unsafe at any point is completely unknown to us, because no harm came to us, and the only people that did interact with us during this really long journey were kind. So maybe it's completely entirely safe, but we don't know that, because every step of the way you're like, is this the right way? Are we going to be able to go here? Is this safe? How long is this going to take?
And on top of that, it's well over 40 degrees Celsius. We're carrying everything that we have on our backs, and it's just...
And throughout the garbage, there was like... this guy's doing a thing with like sparks flying, and this guy's spraying.
There's a pile of garbage, like
flying,
people burning garbage over here.
Yeah, there's I was grateful to wear a mask for un-COVID related reasons for a lot of that walk, because it seemed like there's a lot of stuff in the air, clouds and things.
It was certainly eye-opening.
Yeah.
After staying in a very touristy place like Giza, where just tourism, it's everywhere. Then to walk through these piles of garbage where, specifically in our hotel room, they had these like little sample things of toothpaste, these little like things of ketchup that we used when we were eating on the rooftop. And then to walk through this garbage area, I literally saw those same things of ketchup.
Sorted
those same,
into mountains and such.
To think that waste, like we're literally walking through the waste that tourism made. It was very
city block after city block of landfill, essentially, piles of old cars and...
I wish we had felt safer filming, because I think it would have been great to share. Yeah. Because I'm glad we did it. It seemed like a really authentic sort of experience, something that you don't normally think about when you think about a place like Egypt. We survived it. I don't know if I'd recommend it to anybody else, but it just makes you really look at practices, and like we live for tourism essentially, but to see like the downsides of that, like really up close and personal, was something for sure. Anyway, on to a different type of video in the next video, because it won't be this, but yeah.